Boy howdy everyone, this is Shane Immersed here bringing you what you need to know to experience Virtual Market 2021 to its fullest. For those who frequent VCAT, yep, they changed the naming scheme, it's 2021 now. For those who are new, VCAT can be explained in 3 words, a VR chat bazaar. And I'm not saying bazaar like what VR chat is, I'm talking a marketplace of small, custom shops created by your VR chat neighbors full of stuff that you can use with your avatar or world. And all these shops are in one of 24 different worlds, 14 PC-compatible worlds which house 534 shops to browse, and then 72 shops in the 6 Quest worlds, add in the sponsor worlds, 3 of those, and you have a ton to look through in this 15-day insane asylum of an event. And it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern on December 3rd. So how does this kind of thing get off the ground? Well, at the beginning, through sheer force of will, and then thankfully at the end, with the help of some sponsors, Hiki has been successful enough to reach their presence outside of Japan by creating and expanding VCAT's Western branch, the VCAT Global Team. And it's bigger than ever. More than a handful of people that you've seen on this channel work for VCAT Global Team now. Hiki is getting serious with increasing their influence in the VR sphere too. They've completed a $57 million funding round to accelerate growth and communication within metaverses like VR chat. And guess what? Money talks. People in Meat Space are finally noticing the real efforts of these events and VR in general, stuff that we've been enjoying for years. And we're going to enjoy it again, bigger and better than ever, so let's talk about it. So these 606 shops, like the one I'm in right now, are all VR chat player driven, like I said. And for those who care about how this whole thing works, these shops now have access to a bunch of cool tools to make their booth really freaking neat. Like every single shop is now able to utilize video players and Udon. Every single one. There's 600 of them. They can all use Udon at the same time. Add in Hiki-built prefabs for animations, character posing, starter booths, and attachables so you can literally attach objects to your avatar while you browse, and you'll see the serious ability to customize out these booths. Oh, and the performance of the worlds are up, so browsing is more comfortable than ever. Like, everything is improved, and I don't really see a problem with that. And here's the cool tech. Hiki designed a back-end tool to automatically plunk all these 600 plus booths into their assigned worlds and upload all of them regularly, so exhibitors can see in nearly real time how their booth looks in the world, making it easier than ever for these booth builders to incorporate it and really get it right. So that's pretty freaking cool. So inside each world, there's a secret or gimmick that you can hunt for so you can get that satisfaction of completing each world. Feel free to find each one, like they're supposed to be pretty neat. Now let's go over the worlds. VCAT City, known as Parareal City, is the corporate sponsor area of VCAT this year. Unveiling the world's Shibuya and Akihabara this time, expect a fusion of reality and virtual reality. They're kind of keeping this under wraps, really, but expect a changing cityscape throughout the world. Oh, and an interesting note, I haven't seen sponsors leave VCAT. They just keep appearing, more and more of them. Like, for example, HP Japan is on like their 4th sponsorship. I just want to see an updated booth this time, HP. Let's go. Next up is VCAT Academy during their Electro-Charged School Festival. If you've been to VCAT before, you likely have learned that Virtual Market actually has their own cast of characters, like VCAT Chan and her friends. And like the title says, we arrive very conveniently on the day of the school festival, like lasting both day and night in 2 different worlds. The festival will feature numerous stalls and stage performances, as well as a dance event for everyone in the evening. And if you drop by, then you may even encounter one of the 7 school ground mysteries. Kiss in the bathroom upside down and you may just find yourself in detention. Next up is another upgrade to the VCAT Mall, themed for the most wonderful time of the year. Winterklaus Mall is apparently a corporate sponsor world this time, which is kind of a bummer as I enjoyed the mall so much in the previous VCATs, but what can you do? VCAT's lore says to come visit this strange shopping mall run by a mysterious benefactor who only keeps it open for such a short time, and find out why. We'll have to just visit to find out what's up, but if it's anything like the old malls, well, let's just say I have a pretty high bar set. It's time to get isekai'd again, this time to Almerea, the town of new beginnings. A beautiful countryside town surrounded by nature and infused with magic. When you look up at the sky, you can see a floating city in the distance. Well, not here, we haven't been isekai'd yet. Be sure to take the airship for a trek around, splitting this world into 2, Adventurous Spring and Season of Harvest. The pedal chime capital Ashland Nolai is the largest city of Mahola, and if you haven't figured it out yet with that naming convention, yep, we're going to another Mokuri world. Ashland Nolai is a place where many tribes from the world of Mokuri gather. A big busy city, a giant steam engine helps keep that place running, and twice a day this structure emits its built-up steam in the shape of flowers. and if you've gone to VCATs in the past and have visited Mockery Worlds, they release a new species often at these events, so hint hint. And below the city, in the depths of their ocean, you may find a counterpart to this beaming metropolis, Spilled Samara, the abandoned seafloor city. Lots of fun lore there and a very fun theme. There are also Mockery-themed quest worlds with Metakolebka, with their worlds Okstalov and Questalov. Be sure to check those out too. So if you're into big mechs and robots, you may have noticed that it's been a couple VCATs since they had a world themed exclusively for you, and that time has come to an end with Valhalla of Iron Ravens. The name references a giant robot death battle, held for the sole purpose of satisfying the vanity of conglomerates that divide and rule their world, and to provide what can be called pretentious and vulgar entertainment. Very dystopian, very mech. A battlefield of steel and sparks. Visit Rock Bottom, the shanty slums, and Machina, the steel arena. Good luck on the battlefield, and if you're in the slums, good luck in the streets. Another Christmas-themed world, but this time it's full of our friendly neighborhood exhibitors instead of sponsors. Toy Factory is, as its name implies, a factory in itself, so expect conveyors, elves, and presents moving all around while you move through an extremely busy and bustling worksite. Maybe VCAT will let you gift your friends' avatars soon? We'll see. Be sure to check out the other two worlds in Snowman's Toy Factory, Christmas Party Without Santa and Avatar Carousel as well. And what's a VCAT without jumping back in time to historic Japan? IDO Citadel Redux is here, a flamboyant city of many towns. During the day, you'll find merchants, samurais, and straight-laced artisans all looking to make a living. And come dark, they head out into the flourishing night streets to drink, play, and spend. Head out to all four corners of the city, Ido Citadel and Ino Hanamachi with quest towns as well, Ido Citadel East and Ido Citadel West. Pop and Jump is default cube to the next level, with larger 10-meter booths all Udon powered. With easier access to several at a time, prepare to experience probably my favorite gimmick in all of VR chat, with a spark of new life. It's wild that the oddly named worlds like Default Cube or Pop and Jump just sound cheesy, and the description doesn't really help, but as VCAT Global Teamer Loon said, we tend to transcend cheesy. There's two versions of this world, Neon Purple and Rich Gold. The last but not least world set, World Festa VR Core Windmill Town, is a throwback from Virtual Market 6, redesigned for Quest. With both Harbor and Clock Tower worlds, these venues are inspired by European streetscapes where the stores are lined up along bustling cobblestone paths. And of course there's windmills, so go ahead and check it out. Alright, and those are the worlds, but we're not done yet. Let's talk about the VCAT menu. Past VCAT menus, a little bit clunky to get around, some stuff didn't work. This time the menu within Virtual Market has been upgraded with Udon and functions much better than past menus. You can use it to still pull up info on booths, or open up the storefront to browse, a booth's content later, or teleport to your friends, or text chat with people in the world. Do whatever you want. Open up that menu, check it out. Also with these worlds, although a bit easier to navigate now, might still be tough to remember where you've been and where you haven't. Well, 753 Network has created a bingo card just for you, just like last time and the time before and the time before that, so you can keep track of all the worlds you've been to. And you can check that out, and I've linked it below. And if any VCAT of the past is any telltale sign, expect a bunch of events going on throughout VCAT. I always say I'll try to keep you up to date on that, but honestly I fall flat on my face every time. So instead, if I find a centralized place for all the events going on, link will be in the description, so check that out too. Alright, I'm absolutely dead now. So enjoy your trek out into the great beyond that is VCAT. There's a lot to see, so try to schedule your time with friends and make it the best event possible. This has been Shane Emers, Tier, YouTube Idol. If you enjoy this stuff, like and subscribe, and I'll see you at VCAT. Thank you very much. Take care.